hey, we want the smoke. We'll take that smoke any day, anytime, any place. And Rob, I got the utmost respect for you, and I got the utmost respect for Vergil Ortiz, but we got a real Mexican from Mexico, baby. Puro Mexico. Anytime,
And drop mountains. Instead of right hand, be slaying dragons.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the one and only world-renowned Bob Santos. Bob, great to see you, man.
Hey, great to be with you. Great to be here, and thankful to be here in Florida.
Yeah, the WBA convention, a lot of things going on, a lot of heavy hitters in boxing walking around right now.
Sure, you know, obviously got the WBA convention. I'll be broadcasting the fights Saturday night here. They got a world title fight. That's part of the WBA theme here that's going on, which should be great, and I'm thankful to be doing that. So we got Claudia on the broadcast team. Dan, who we just bumped into a little bit earlier, does a lot of stuff. He'll be doing the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fights next week. So a lot of heavy hitters here, like you said.
No, for sure. You're stable, man. You're doing really good things. You just talked my ear off about Isaac Lucero. I mean, I was in San Antonio for the fight, and you guys are building him up as the next Mexican, superstar, right? And I've seen him fight, and I'm like, he's a good fighter. But I'm like, superstar? I don't know. But then you spoke to me now about him a little bit, and it makes sense as to why you spoke like that. So for those people that don't know about Isaac Lucero and why you feel he is a superstar, could you elaborate on that?
Well, obviously, a lot of things have to line up for all the ingredients. Puro Mexico, obviously, he's Mexican from Mexico, and that adds a different dynamic in and of itself. Good-looking kid, red-headed like Canelo, and but the main thing is his fighting style. He's much more aggressive than Canelo. The big win that he just had on Amazon Prime this past week, and the fight before that, we fought a kid 23-0 with 20 knockouts, stopped him. Then we fought Venezuela, who went the distance with Bakram, had, I believe, close to 30 knockouts, was in his prime, 27 years old. Had the fight with Sule, which, he dropped Sule in that fight. Very competitive fight against the Olympian. And Lucero was the first one to go out there and stop him the old-fashioned way, convincingly, truly stopped him, not because of a cut or anything like that. Like Xander Zayas, he had a good fight with him, but it was stopped because of a cut on the nose. Lucero went out there, broke him down bit by bit, piece by piece, and stopped him. So his aggressive fighting style, good-looking red-headed kid from Mexico, has a great personality. But the main thing is he has the fighting style that the Mexican fans and boxing fans in general want to get behind, and that's why we feel, me, Luis Tecubas Jr. and Samson, we have the next big Mexican star from Mexico in Isaac Puro Mexico Lucero.
Okay, and he's in a loaded weight class. There's so many fights there for him. I mean, you got guys like Vergil Ortiz and Xander Zayas. I saw Peter Khan walking around earlier. Maybe y'all can go put that together in the future. But is there a particular fight that you look at and say, in a year's time, this is the fight that's going to put Isaac Lucero on the map universally in boxing?
Well, the interesting thing is going to be is we feel he's ready for a world title. He's coming off 7 straight knockout wins in a row. Again, Venezuela was a huge win. Bakram, who's all credit to him, one of the best 154-pounders in the division. He's the boogeyman. Nobody wants to fight him. The kid, we just fought with the distance with him, and we stopped him. So obviously, styles make fights, but he just got to get the right opportunity. I'm sure it'll come sooner rather than later. And then after that, regardless of Vergil Ortiz, Robert, you my guy, Robert Garcia. I hope you're listening to this. We got a kid. Hey, we want the smoke. We'll take that smoke any day, anytime, any place. And Rob, I got the utmost respect for you, and I got the utmost respect for Vergil Ortiz, but we got a real Mexican from Mexico, baby. Puro Mexico. Anytime, any place. Obviously, they're probably going to take care of business moving forward with Boots. We'll see how that plays out. But if not, sooner or later, our paths are going to cross.
That could be the next one of the next really big fights in boxing.
It's going to be huge because, like I said, he's got more traffic, more people are talking about him in Mexico, and he's got all the ingredients of stardom, and the people are really excited about him, as are we.
No, absolutely, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops in the future. Last question, Bob, because I know it's the weigh-in soon. Middleweight division's in a really interesting place right now. Johnny Beck tested positive for meldonium. I would assume that at some point they're gonna ship one of the belts from him. You have Carlos Adames, right? He's fighting Emma Williams in a really good fight. But I know you also have Lara from the Mexican. Lara.
Yeah.
What's the possibility of them fighting? Because they are both champions in the same weight class.
Lara and Adamas?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen because at this point, Ismael Salas is the coach of Carlos Adamas. I manage Erislandy Lara, and they're both trained by the same guy at this point. So it doesn't look like that's a fight that's going to happen anytime soon. And getting back to Lara, again, at 40-something years old, for him to defend his title, like we said, we were ready to face Janibek. We took on the fight. Janibek tested positive. In that situation, it's either a case of he didn't know what he was taking or he did know what he was taking. Either way, you're responsible for it, but you're innocent till proven guilty. But that tells me the severity of the level of the threat that they thought that Lara was to take drugs for a guy who's 40-some-odd years old. That tells you everything you need to know about Lara. But Lara's ready for anybody. I know Ben, Conor Ben, they've just ranked him at 47, but I know he had fought Eubank at
60.
60. So if you want to get that smoke, you can get it.
Ooh,
if you want
okay.
to win the title. And I'm going to tell you another thing, or Eubank, you can get that. But if you want to fight for the world title, you can get it too. Lara's willing to fight anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. In his 40s, still world champion. Everybody knocks on Lara. To me, we beat Canelo. Fight of the year with Hurd, which I really thought we won that fight, but it is what it is. But I told everybody after the Hurd fight, I said, if you look at that fight, and they go, well, Bob, you're kind of, sour grapes here. I said, no, I know what I'm watching. I've been in pro boxing 35 years. I said, he may have won the battle, but we won the war. What do you mean by that? I said, I guarantee you, Lara took a lot out of him that night. You go look at Hurd's career from that fight on. It was never the same.
He just retired much.
And who's still champion right now?
Erislandy Lara.
Thank you. And Lara's ready for Chris Eubank or Conor Ben. You can go, you stay right where you are. You fight that title at 160. You can get all that smoke. So Lara ready for anybody.
Okay, he's still alive and he's still kicking. Bob, any final message to the box world before I let you go?
I can't be remiss if I don't tell everybody about my heavyweights. Don't forget about Luis Cariano Torres, my 35-pounder. He's coming. He had great wins on Pro Box with Nicholas Walters, who we stopped, Lomachenko, and Cariano Torres are the only two people to stop Walters. Then we went on and fought the Brazilian, had that nice knockout win on Pro Box. Don't forget about Luis Nunes, the number one. He's going to be the number one featherweight in the world right now. He'll get his world title shot coming really soon. And the Perot brothers. We got Dainier Perot, had that great win with Thompson, with Eddie Hearn on the zone. He's number 2 heavyweight in the world in WBA, maybe be moving to number 1, should get a title shot sooner rather than later. And the guy who I'm excited about like nobody's business, obviously, is Dainier, the Fear Perro. I feel like I got the best young heavyweight boxing. Itauma, if you're listening, okay? If you're listening, stop fighting them 50-year-olds, okay? We got Dainier Perot, we got the 25-year-old Cuban, any place, anytime, anywhere. And at some point, we're on
Pat's gotta cross.
We're gonna cross. We're gonna cross. Dainier the Fear Perro. Anytime, any place, anywhere, baby.
All right, Bob Santos, thank you.
At Bob Santos Boxing, let's go, baby.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing videos just like this one, make sure y'all click and subscribe right over here.